Hello, welcome to 5 Girls 5 Minutes. It's Monday, and I'm Sarah, and I have two questions to answer. First of all, Tara asked what our least favorite household chore is, and I've been thinking about it and kind of weighing the different choices for this answer. And I have to say, cleaning my pet hobby, the chinchilla's cage, is probably my least favorite. I only do it once a week, but he's so dusty. He's like a walking dust bunny, so the problem is not really cleaning up the newspaper underneath, because that I can just fold up and throw away, and so that's not really too much of a mess for me, like the rat cage for you, Tara. But he's so dusty that there are like piles of dust that get collected in the corners of his cage, and those are really hard to clean because, you know, you get them wet and then it just kind of stays there as like a blob of dust, so it's really tricky. I kind of have to wipe it with something dry rather than wet, and then I have to rub everything down, so I don't really like it, and it's a long process. I have to do it while he's out too, which is another thing that makes it kind of a bummer, is that he has to be running around, so I have to do it. I usually let him run around at night, so I end up having to do it at like 1 in the morning. I'm cleaning his cage. Yay. But I love him, so it's worth it. And then Tally didn't ask a question, but she was talking about professors and students in her class who are rude to the professors. So I just wanted to say that it's happened to me too. I think it happens to everybody at least once in college, where everybody kind of attacks a professor or everybody acts immature like that. Like I was talking about my physical nature of light and sound physics professor. We all had a really rough time in that class, and I barely passed. It's partially because he was so smart. He was a really, really nice guy, but he was so smart that he had a hard time teaching, because he couldn't explain things in a way that normal people would understand. He only could explain things in the ways that like his genius mind would understand. I think he went to college when he was 16. He was one of those really smart guys. And people approached him about making his tests easier, but they approached him in a nice way, and they approached him during lab, so there were only about 15 of us rather than like the 45 or so of us that were in the regular lecture class. So that was a little different, but there were times when people would kind of snap at him. There were a few people in the lab who would snap at him and say, well, you didn't explain this right, and stuff like that, and he always got a little flustered, but at the end of the day, he would curve things, and he made it so that everybody passed, so you can't blame him for that, but it was rough, I think, for him, because he was so smart. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about is that next week, Tara is going to be here. She's actually coming on Friday, so next Monday, she'll be here, and she'll probably be in my video with me, and then on Tuesday, I'll obviously be here when she's here. So there will be Moose Day videos, and Moose Day was originally created by Christina Horner and Lauren Fairweather on the 5 Awesome Girls, so I can't take credit for that, but I just wanted to say that it's going to be kind of awesome, because you'll be able to see both of us in one video. And what I wanted to ask about that is, have you ever met somebody from online that you have known exclusively online? Because I know some people meet people that they've already seen before, but like, have you ever met somebody from online that you've only ever talked to online, and how was it for you if you did that? The first person I ever met online, I mean, I went to a convention, a Lord of the Rings convention, and I met several people that I had only known from message boards for that. So that's kind of the first people that I met from online, but that was also when I was in college, so that's not even true. I met my friend, I call her Neffy, her real name's Emily. I met her through the Monkey fandom online, and then my chorus was going to New York for their usual spring trip to New York. So and she's from Connecticut, so what we did was we talked about it, and we met up at FAO Schwartz. But it was kind of crazy because it was just me and 2 of my friends. We had no chaperone. We took off for FAO Schwartz all by ourselves. We went in a taxi and everything, all by ourselves, and I think I was 17. I was 17 and my friends were 16. We just headed off to the direction of FAO Schwartz, and everything worked out fine, but it could have been very scary because I was meeting her for the first time. And I even kept telling her, my parents are worried that you're going to be some old man behind a dumpster, and she thought it was hilarious. So, but yeah, that's the first time I met somebody from online, and it turned out to be really, really rewarding, and she's come to visit me several times since. She visited me at college once too, which was pretty cool. So I just want to know, have you ever met anyone online? I'm excited to hang out with Tara. It's going to be awesome. We've known each other for like 2 years now. So, yes. I will see you girls next week, and Tara, I will see you tomorrow, and then I will see you on Friday. Bye!